Welcome back, guys, to another Slime Isekai Memories video, and today we'll be talking about how to get more citizens. Citizens is essentially basically kind of like the progression of the game on how you get more rewards, magic crystals, and how you're able to unlock more buildings, and how you're able to increase the character's like ascension type of like substat. So per se, you want to level up this character and you say that you've got this ability release. Essentially, this ability release will allow you to increase the character's attack and power, and thus increasing the overall power of the team. So when you're on the lower levels of citizens, you're able to do one. When you're on the midway, which is like around 1,000 to 2,000, you're able to do, well, when you get to 3,000, you're able to do this, and further on, like 4,000, 5,000, over that, you're able to do 4, 3, and 4. 5 is mainly for dupes, and, well, mainly for dupes and maximally break them. So, for example, you have this Shuna at level 88, you'll be able to reach this stage, and when it's fully maximally broken to level 100, then you'll be able to unlock all of these for sure. So, let's get on to how to get citizens. Essentially, the way to get citizens is, for example, you see my town, we go to the building nation, and essentially whichever way, the best way to actually do this is essentially you start with a town level 1 and so forth. And the way to check when you want to increase your building levels, essentially you go to the building you want to build, for example, let's say dwarf house, and you press the level up. It will let you know that you have the unlock conditions. So, for example, clear chapter 2, part 7, expert, new master. Or, for example, let's go to Direwolf house. You can level it up. I can level it up right now, but if I want to do something else, then I've got to, for example, goblin. I mean, I'm also unable to do it. Then I've got to find something that I'm unable to do. So, you have to also select the buildings that people live on. So, essentially, you got the dwarf's house. You've got you also do have this building right here, which, well, I can't click on any of them. But you have the goblin house, you have the dire wolves, you have a lot more as well. Well, you've got the supply ones, but those are mainly not it. So essentially, you have the dire wolves house, dwarf's house, the ogre's house, the orc's house, and the lizardman houses at the moment. And essentially, the way to unlock more houses as you go on is through also doing the story, the quest. For example, when you go to quest and you go through stories and you go through the chapters, the different races on the game will be joining your village, and thus you'll be able to build up on more houses. Essentially, more people will be able to live in your town. As you progress, you start as a slime, and as you continue creating the Tempest Nation, just like in the anime, you'll be able to recruit the ogres, you'll be able to recruit the lizardmen, you'll be able to recruit the dwarves, you'll be able to recruit the wolves, and thus till you progress till the end of season 1, which is kind of building the Tempest Nation per se. Also, there are also milestones for citizens. Essentially, when you long tap it, it will let you know how many more citizens you need to get to hit the next milestone. So, for example, the reward is going to be 100 magic crystals, which is essentially almost one third of a multi, which is pretty nice. And it will also let you know what functions you'll be unlocking when you reach that population. For example, right now I am almost at 6,100, which is my next milestone, and by hitting that, I'll be able to unlock the restaurant, tavern, training ground, stamina increased, Rimuru's hut, and so forth. So, now we go to the interesting part. Right, so you want to clear the story, correct? And the best way to clear the story is essentially building up on your characters. Building up on your characters is mainly the more side of the easy part of the game, where you go to the companions and essentially you look through your characters, and what you do is you level them up. And once you level them up, you're good to go. You reach that, and after leveling up your main team, you've got to level up the sub teams. Sub teams are mainly the characters that, for example, when you go to assign troops, they are these characters right here. Those are like kind of like, let's say, the 7 what was this? Yeah, kind of like the 7 Deadly Sins system, which the sub character helps gain more HP and more attack to the main unit in the team, and thus that's the best way to kind of define it. And the troop EP is essentially your team overall, which when you, for example, max level up your characters and essentially also increase the ability releases, which you're only able to do one, you'll be able to reach certain stages of this quest that lets you know right away when you're able to hit that EP. So for example, it says 94 right here, and my team is 129k. Thus, I'll be able to continue to progress the quest. And as I continue to progress through the quest, as I already said before, you'll be able to meet the other races. And when you meet the other races, you'll be able to build houses. And by building houses, you get more citizens. And that's rinse and repeat till you hit those milestones, and you'll be able to get magic crystals. You'll be able to unlock more. What's it called again? I don't know the name, but let me just have a look at it right away, which is... oh yeah, the substat release, the ability release. That's right. You'll be able to unlock more releases till you finish the tree, and you'll be able to make your units more powerful. And thus, the easiest way to increase your citizens is essentially level up your characters, ability releases. After that, do your quests, and by doing your quests, you'll be able to recruit more races as you go along. You start with the ogres, after the ogres, the wolves, after the wolves, the lizardmen, after the lizardmen, the dwarves, and so forth. And so by that way, you'll be able to progress a lot throughout the game, do a lot more buildings, and be able to enjoy the game a lot more. One thing I do want to let you in is when you go to quests, the main best thing that you want to do to gain those magic kills, to level up your characters and all that stuff, is to training. So the level up quest and the ability release quests are going to be your best friends. So without further ado, guys, if you guys did enjoy this video, please drop a like, subscribe for more Slime Isekai Memories content. Any type of questions, drop them in the comments below. And as always, guys, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.